Look, at my age, you know I've been to a lot of doctors. Healthcare partners, they really care. They're concerned about your health. They're all the best. I am Roberta, and I am a healthcare partner. Visit hcpnv.com to hear my story.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. Doug Brendel and Terry Sabeda recently took a tour of the Las Vegas Mob Museum. Ian B. Clark gives us a rundown of the famous attraction.
A tourist attraction in Las Vegas, the Mob Museum gives a comprehensive view of organized crime in the nation.
You're going to see the wall from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre that happened back in 1929. You're going to see artifacts from the Hoover Dam that was built just outside of Las Vegas. You're going to see some modern day technology that law enforcement use in order to infiltrate different crime families and take down organized crime. And then mixed in with all that, you're going to have different interactive displays that really give people a different way to learn about how the mob participated and organized in the U.S. and then again how law enforcement took them down.
The museum just opened on Valentine's Day this year after being 10 years in the making. A recent TV show, Vegas, has possibly increased the number of people going to the museum.
But we do feature Ralph Lamb here, whose life story is sort of based around that show. And yeah, we definitely have noticed an increase of people, and I think more so this year because for whatever reason the mob came back with a vengeance, metaphorically speaking.
There is a recommendation to be careful in bringing children to the Mob Museum.
Obviously, there is some content within the museum that may not be appropriate for younger kids. We like to say 14 and above, but if the parent has a kid who's younger, with them, we're going to leave that up to the parents to decide. But either way, again, this is an important piece of American history from both sides, the mob and law enforcement, to tell because of the imprint the mob left in America.
The museum believes there was some concern initially at their opening.
I think initially there was genuine concern of how we were going to portray organized criminals and how we were going to portray the Italian culture. And, once I think people have come in here and look and see how we've set this up, they're more at ease. The reason being, we don't tell it just from the side of organized crime. We tell it from the side of law enforcement, so you're getting both sides of the story. And people also have to remember, it wasn't just Italians who were in organized crime. It was Russians, there were Jews that were also there. So there are a lot of different mix of people. But, I would say for anybody who's concerned about how we are presenting or if we're perhaps stereotyping any given part of society, come in here and take a look, and I think you'll think differently.
The address of the museum is 300 East Stewart Avenue. It costs $19.95 for out-of-town guests and $10 for Nevada residents. They are open all 7 days of the week from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., except on Fridays and Saturdays, which is from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more information, call 702-229-2734. This is Ian B. Clark for News 46.
Well, a recent cancer study which took a secondary look at the effects of post-surgery chemotherapy and radiation for patients with seminoma, a common type of testicular cancer, versus follow-up monitoring of the patients. Researchers looked at 1,800 patients with stage 1 seminoma in Denmark, where the typical post-surgery treatment protocol calls for regular clinic visits, CT scans, x-rays, and blood work, not chemo or radiation. However, many U.S. treatment centers do use chemo and radiation as part of the post-surgery treatment. More than 80% of the patients did not relapse after surgery. The study found eliminating the need for follow-up chemotherapy or radiation. In those who did relapse, follow-up treatment led to a 99.5% survival rate. Well, here's Bill Moeller with today's first business brief.
I'm Bill Mahler with the First Business Brief. Some top retailers are suing Visa and MasterCard over inflated swipe fees. Macy's, Target, and 15 others now are opting out of a $7.2 billion settlement that would have ended litigation against the card companies. They don't think that's enough, so they're suing. They also say the terms of the settlement were overly generous in protecting the card companies from future lawsuits. No comment from the purveyors of plastic. Many Americans are ditching their ride, it seems. The number of Americans getting around without a car these days is now 9.3%. That's up from 5% in 1991. In fact, many older Americans feel they just don't need or want a car anymore. Did you have to fill up the gas tank for the holiday weekend? Well, it shouldn't be quite as painful the next time you do so. With summer's opening holiday now behind us, prices are expected to drop. AAA, in fact, says that we think, quote, prices have reached their peak. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Bill Muller.
All right, folks, well, we're going to have your weather with Ian B. Clark right after these messages, so keep it here.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday. Today we have sunny skies, 88 for your high. Winds coming out of the northwest at 11, gusts at 20. Humidity 17%, 5:30 a.m. sunrise sharp, and record high of 109 degrees in 2003. Tonight, clear skies, 61 for your low. Winds coming down 6 miles an hour, 14 for your gusts. 21% humidity, so not rising very much there. 7:54 p.m. sunset, so getting closer to 8 o'clock, and a record low of 50 degrees in 1971. So what we're going to have on Wednesday is sunny skies, and it's going to warm up, as you can see there, 90 for your high, 63 for your low. Winds still calming down more, humidity 16%, 5:29 a.m. sunrise, and UV index at 10. Our 7-day forecast, as you can see, it looks like today was pretty much the coldest day of this week, and it's pretty much going to warm up, 90-degree range all across the board, like mid-90s, 95 there Friday, 95 Saturday. And looking at our lows, looks like mid to upper 60s. So expecting warm conditions ahead.
Well, if you're looking for something for your child to do this summer, the Pahrump Valley Youth Association is holding their sign-up this Friday night at the Pahrump Nugget near the bowling alley. Limited spots are available for ages 6 to 12 years old for the 2013 summer program. The sign-up will be held May 31st from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. The cost for a full 9-week summer program is $100 per child. A half-season cost is $60 per child. For more information or to pre-register, go to pvya.net. And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell. And from everyone up here at News 46, we wish you a safe night, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.